anybody can be a scientist if they have questions and want to explore.
I think that's the beginning. When students realize what science is, they get motivated, they get inspired, and then they get so excited. I want to see more of children feeling that.
So how are we going to get kids excited about science, to see it as something that they can do, that they want to do, as something that's accessible to them, and as something that they might want to pursue in their future? So we went into a 4th and 5th grade classroom, and we gave each kid one of these simple smartphones. And we told them, go and investigate any scientific phenomenon that interests you.
And they were to take their cell phones home and research on a specific topic, and they had to take pictures and investigate at home.
We preloaded each of the phones with this custom-built software called eBook Maker, which lets kids take pictures, record audio, enter text, kind of in a story format in order to document their scientific process. So it's kind of this great tool for scientific investigation that fits right in the kids' pockets.
The device that we used to call phones is not a phone anymore. It's a computer. This probably, if this were to come to the world in the 50s, this would be as big as your house. But now it's in your hand.
So the goal was for them to formulate a question, investigate that question, and capture the investigation using the phone that we gave them.
So they went home and they worked with, some of them worked with their parents, some of them worked individually, and some of them really went out of the way in a big project. And every day they would come back and say, I need to charge my phone, I've been working at home, I did this, I didn't do that. And then at the end they had to come back and present their projects to the team and the class and the teacher.
My topic was what is happening when bananas turn brown.
My project is about how LEDs are made.
How does plastic bend so much without breaking?
My project was about why when you run, why do you sweat?
When we help students realize what's around us and how things work and why things are the way that they are, they're going to start to be curious about them, and they're going to do research on their own and find answers on their own. And that's learning to me.
I got to figure out why the oil and the water wouldn't combine. And then I went to the computer to Google and I researched why it doesn't, and I found it.
When I started doing the project, I really got into it and started liking science a lot more.
The kids completed a survey before and after they participated in this project, and the survey measured their confidence in science, their interest in science, what they would define science as. We asked them to draw a picture of what a scientist looked like, and we actually saw some amazing progress on all of these fronts. So I know there were a few girls who at the beginning of the project drew pictures of, a boy wearing a lab coat and goggles, and at the end, what does a scientist look like? They drew pictures of girls who maybe they might be better able to relate to.
It had them think of science at a different level. I was very shocked from one of my students. His project came out really well, and I was very proud of him. I think he really shocked me. I wasn't expecting that from him.
So if we can start to get kids to see themselves as scientists, to see science as accessible to them, that is what's going to produce a generation of young scientists. It's not about the kids getting 100% on their tests, on their content knowledge. It's about getting kids to get excited about science. That's what's going to be sustainable for them.
We need to help them realize how close science is to them. And I think that they should realize that we breathe and live with science every day. And science is around us. And that's something that I want to help children realize. Once we turn on the key, I think that the rest will happen by the children.
I did do good in my soap project, and I think I might do better in science in my future.